Welcome to my Hebrew channel. And today I'm looking at the streams of Psalm 23, the dynamics, how it moves, what are the things that are happening within the psalm. The tendency in translation is to focus on objects or things or places or people or what have you, but uh, the psalm has a lot of movement, has a lot of dynamics. On that today, I'd like to look at the dynamics of the psalm. Psalm 23, one of the favorite psalms, and of course, a great message, very personable. Psalm of David most certainly reflects the heart of David and his experiences as well. So, yeah, a lot of the movements we've seen in David, we will see here in Psalm 23. And Psalm 23 is a psalm of David, Mishmor le David. Mishmor is a psalm. It reflects the sound of the harp, Shmor, the strumming, the sound that the harp would produce. So we see that reflected in this particular title or name here, Mishmor, so the strumming of the harp of David. Psalm of David also reflects very much his life experiences. Wow, he went through a lot of trials, a lot of troubles, and we can see this reflected in what the psalm covers and how David established a very close personal relationship with the Lord, or the Lord established a very close relationship with David. So he could. It's obviously something that works both ways. So Jehovah Roi. Jehovah is my shepherd, okay? Jehovah pastors me. Jehovah is my pastor. He's my shepherd. Jehovah Roi. Lo sar, okay? Lo sar. This is a first person prefixed verb here. Sar means to flow away, ebb away, to go down, to disappear, to fade out, to retire. And so sar. And it's been translated as lack. Now, many translations will go, I will lack nothing. And that tends to make the psalm materialistic. I much prefer to keep it with something that is more dynamic, and this is what it is. It's flowing away, it's ebbing away. There's movement here in what we have in this second last two words of this first verse here. Lo etzar, and I will not ebb away. I will not flow away. I will not diminish. I will not retire. I will not fall away. So lo etzar. So it's a lo, it's a negative, of course, and then etzar. I will not be doing that. See, I will not be ebbing away. And 23 verse 2, Benot deshet yarbisheni. And so in a pasture's green, he makes me lie down. He places me down for lying down. So Benot deshet yarbisheni. So there's movement here, going off to this green pastures. Jehovah brings me to these green pastures. We find this yod here is something he's doing, Jehovah. This is both uh, third person prefix verb forms here. And we have ni as pronouns to suffix pronouns to receive. This is what I receive. Jehovah makes me lie down. Jehovah leads me over still water. So benot deshet yer sheni alme menuchot ye nach leni, on over or top or among or beside me. This is waters, construct form of waters here, plural. Menot of still, quiet, comforting. Okay, and this is the first chance we'll see the nun chet, which is Noah, waters of Noah. Okay, and Noah had this name because God wanted stillness. He wanted quietness in the world, and he was willing to flood the entire world in order to get to cut out the noise of all the evil people. So he wanted Noah. He wanted something quiet. So Menuhot, that is still waters. Uh, Echaleni, he leads me along over these still waters. So this is the water here. This is the ancient form of the symbol for mem, the M, and then Noach is the waters here. So these are quiet, still flowing waters. In the Bible, we see them, especially the book of Isaiah, the comparison of quiet waters flowing under the city of Jerusalem compared to the tempestuous waters of Mesopotamia, the Assyrians who flood over the country. But with Jehovah, we enjoy quiet waters. 23 verse 3, and again we see the Noach again. Yen Nachni, Yancheni. This is then he guides. Okay, so this is again another Noah word here, starting the second line of this particular verse here. Nafshi, my soul, my life, Yeshovev, he restores, he turns it around, he brings it back. Okay, Yeshovev. Shovev is to come around, turn it back, okay? Bring it back, restore it back, bring it back to where it was, to a state of quietness, a state of rest. So yeah, my soul he restores, he brings it back to quietness. Yan Heini, he guides me. Okay, we can see this same thing we saw this previous third person prefix noun, a verb, and then suffix to first person singular pronoun suffixed as a to me. Okay, he guides to me. Be ma gele magale sedek. Okay, in paths of righteousness. Okay, sedek is righteous, so being right, righteousness. And we have in the middle of gal, me'agal, we have a gimat lamet, and gimat lamet is the sort of a little indication that is something that is going in a circle, like Gilgal, Galil, Golgol, so forth. It's very well known. So when you see Gal here, it's something that's moving in a circle. So it's a constant kind of path, constant moving path, the kind of path you're on all the time. Okay, so he guides me in the constant path of righteousness. Leman Shemo, to affirm his name, for his name's sake. Man is part of the package amen, to be certain about it. Okay, something that's firm. Okay, and that's why I use the word rather than first calling him his name sake. I call it to affirm his name here. Leman Shemo, to affirm his name for his name's sake. 23:4 Gam ki elech bege shel mavet. So even though I would walk, first person prefix form of to halak here. Okay. And ge, is ge, you find it in the word Gehenna, find it in Ben Gehinon. Ge is a very narrow, enclosed valley, a valley that's dangerous to walk in because it's easy for your people to attack you from the sides of this valley. It's not an open valley where you can see things. It's a narrow valley where things are hidden, and you're stuck. If you're in the middle of this valley, you have no way to turn when things come down on you. So, Abege Shal Mavet. So Shal is a shadow. Mavet is of death, okay? In the valley of the shadow, death. These two started out as separate words, but over time, Hebrew has put them together and works it together so much so that even the lexicons have a separate category for this particular word, Shal Mavet, okay? The shadow of death, dangerous place, okay? It's narrow. It's a place where you can be trapped. It's a place that can be evil can overcome you and so forth. But here it says, Gam ki elech bege shalbavet lo ira ra. Okay, I will not fear evil. And again, first person prefix the verb here, and the same thing as here. Okay, and yeah, it's the first person is operating pretty well here. Very personal psalm, makes a very personal sound when you have a lot of first person pronoun prefixes on the verbs here. Lo ira ra. I will not fear evil. Ki ata, because you, this is second person independent pronoun here. Imadi, are with me. Okay, you are with me. Okay, you are comfort, you are with me. Shivatecha u mishantecha, your rod, shivatecha, which would be one for force or punishment, shivatecha, and mishantecha for caring, for moving, for doing things. And so this is the staff then. This is for caring for the this is for knocking over the enemies, and this is for taking care of the people who need the care, so the sheep. So mishantecha. And both of these things have the capacity to do things. And when the Lord has them in his hands, boom, things get done. So shivatecha u mishantecha, hema, they, yet nachamuni, they comfort me. And again, this will be the last time we see the nun chet, the noach. They are noach to me, okay? They are great comfort to me. Both of these instruments in the hand of the Lord care for me. And taroch lifnai shulchan neged shorai. You prepare, you arranged. Okay, aruch is now this have a two arrows with two ends on an arrow with two end points on it. You set it out. Okay, you set out. You arrange. Okay, taroch, you spread out. Okay, taroch lefnai, before my face, and I have the pay right here, and this is the paleographic form of the pay, the face before my face. This has become so common that they just simply say before rather than before my face. But here I separated out what the whole word means here. Lefanei, before my face. Shulchan, this is a table, okay, probably a little table in which you can put some plates. I have that here. Shulchan. Neged, in front of. Shorai, those who are my enemies, those who are always harassing me. Shorai. They'll harass or something like sorai, those who harass me. The shanti, you anoint. So this is you take your hand and you anoint. Beshemen, with oil. Roshi, my head. Okay, so I have the Lord doing this. So here, the second person, because the David is now speaking to the Lord about this. Okay, the dash disha tea, you anoint beshemen with oil. Roshi, my head. I have this here, a little diagram of that. Kosi, okay, my cup. Okay, my cup here. Yerva ya, you have it running over. It runs over. Okay, koshi yerva. Okay, my cup is running over, overflows. I have a cup here, and then I have the filigree form of the rest showing the way it drips over the edge of the cup here. It's, in other words, tremendous abundance here given to David and to us. Tov hesed yirdafuni kol yame haya וישבתי בבית יהוה לארוך ימים. Okay, Ak is surely, tov, goodness and mercy, hesed. Yerdafuni, they pursue me. This is very active pursuit. They fall. Now, translations tend to say pursue is just a little bit too strong for this, but actually it's pretty strong here. And they say follow or come along or something like that. But here they pursue me. Kol yamei, all the days of my life. And now we have here shavti. This verb we can understand with yashav, to deliver, to dwell, and that's why I have dwell. But also notice there's a shin bet tau, and shin bet tau is Shabbat. Okay, I live in Shabbat. I live restfully. I live a Shabbat. Debate in the house. Jehovah. Nice point on here, which our text has put into a Rebbe, actually a hole right here. Jehovah. Aroch, for long, lengthy, many long yamim days. Okay, so I have this that stretches out. I'm in the house of Jehovah for many long days. And when we are in Jehovah's service here, we're certainly living in his house here in this creation, but also something we can look forward to in eternity. We will certainly spend many long days. They won't seem long. They will seem actually probably no way to measure the time, but yeah, there I have looking forward to spending many long days with Jehovah in his house, in his place, in the heavenly home he's preparing for me. So beautiful psalm, lots of movements here, and the arrows indicate how it's going, where it's going, how it's moving. Very dynamic psalm. Rather than looking at the things in the psalm, we should be looking at how it's functioning, what it's doing, how it's moving along. And that's how we have to think of what the Lord does with us. We can't think of the Lord materialistically. We have to think of the Lord as something, being someone who's very dynamic in the way he works with us. He's pastoring us. He's a shepherd to us. He places us in good places, and we have to open our eyes to see what Jehovah is doing for us each day. So God bless, and until the next time.